We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up Xmtr stock. We are on a monthly time frame. Price action is a huge bullish green candle coming from an area of support. So we do have price action overall, higher highs, price action overall, lower lows, midpoint, also adding second level lows and adding third level lows. Price action is currently sitting at 51.08. So if price action breaks out, it can lead up to the next level, which would be somewhere in this area here, which would be at near 57.98. And if price works its way down, it can head back to the previous SR line of 46.40, unless there's a mid-range in that area. So it could be something in this area here. So it may head back down to 49.57. Let's talk about the market, see what's going on. So starting from the beginning of the market, we can see that market spiked up and came back down. So it did a single top. Okay, after that, the market came to that midpoint area and consolidated before it broke down to the next level of the overall lowest low. And once we receive a break of the market comes back to retest as it's currently doing. So that market could be doing a few things and maybe drawing out. There's also something that happened at the low. We'll talk about that in a minute. When that market did do the break and retest, it could be identifying that overall first leg, second leg. So it may break out continuously with the second leg to retest that overall midpoint line, which will be the SR line of the third leg, and then push up for the and to create that incline W. Unless we'll get that down pattern and it'll basically be identifying that break, the retest, and we're looking for a pattern to form in this area for the market to come back down to previous areas at midpoint or overall lowest lows. So let's take a look at what's going on at this bottom of this low. So at the bottom of this low, we could have, let's see, coming down in red, we have the first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. So it's identifying a double bottom on the monthly time frame. It may even identify as a triple bottom because some of these candles are very long, especially with this doji. So we'll see what's really going on as we walk down further, market down further. But price action on the monthly time frame is then identifying a double bottom. So we can be receiving that first, second, third, fourth. So we want to see if that market's going to retest that midpoint between the overall midpoint and the lowest low and then push up, or is it going to break out and then retest that midpoint of the white SR line before it push up to the next direction. On the weekly time frame, we have price action as a bullish green candle engulfing the previous side. Before we get there, let's talk about what happened at this low. So at the low, we have a pattern of that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest, market pushed up. So market's coming from a triple bottom or a double bottom and a retest, and the market push to the overall areas of the midpoint. And then we did receive that break. The market came back to retest, not fully, but retested at least that midpoint area, and the market pushed up back to the overall midpoint of that white SR line. So we're going to see if that market's going to identify in this area in the monthly time frame. Also on this monthly time frame with bullish green candle is a price action on the weekly time frame is a bullish green candle. So it's identifying that break retest and the market's pushing up. So we may be identifying that first leg, second leg, so we could see a continuous break with the bullish green candle for that full breakout to retest for that third leg and finally push up for incline W, unless the market is rejected. If so, we'll be identifying that first, second, third, and markets coming back down to the previous SR line. So price action, if it pushes up, it can make it to the next SR line, which would be at price 52.53. If it breaks down and work its way down further, it'll head back out to our previous SR line, which is 49.37, and it can continue its break down through SR line to SR line if we see that. On the daily time frame, we have price action as a bullish green candle coming from a pattern of an incline, so we can see price action is headed up to our bullish green, up to our resistance line, which will be at price 52.53. But we'll see what's going on because we did get the break of that SR line. We're going to see what's going on in that area as we walk down the time frame. But we do have the engulfment with the second last candle towards the third to last candle, and price action engulfing everything else, showing that the market does have enough momentum to push up. Also, there's a pattern forming at that low. The pattern is the first, second, third, fourth, so we have an incline W. So we want to see if this market is going to continue to push out, to break out, to retest, to work its way up for a double bottom and a retest, unless the market can retest here to work its way up further, or it may just decline and receive some type of first, second, third, fourth decline double top. 4-hour time frame. So we did receive the break of the yellow SR line, which was at previous price of 49.37. So at the low, we did receive a pattern. So let's talk about it. We do have that first, second, third, fourth retest. Market pushed up once. So we're going to see if this market is going to retest and push up further, unless the market is pushing up. But if we notice on a 4-hour time frame, there's a between the white SR line and yellow SR line, there's also a midpoint between that area where price currently just stopped. So we're going to see if that market's going to be rejected, work its way back down for a retest, or it's going to break through, and we'll see as we walk down the time frame. On a 3-hour time frame, we have a bullish green candle with a long press down to the bottom. So as market showing is it does have enough momentum to push up. The market is retesting the previous area. The market is retesting the previous area. So market is pushing up so far. So we're going to keep on walking down and see what's going on. On a 2-hour time frame, 3-2 identifying the same thing. 1 hour still identifying the same thing. 45 minutes still identifying the same thing. The candle look very bullish. Look like it's breaking out. It's going to break through that SR line and work its way up. If we see anything that's going to reject it, we'll see as we walk down the time frame. But so far, everything looks clean that the market's still going to break up through this SR line. On a 15-minute time frame, still same thing. To the 5-minute. Okay, now we're receiving price action on the 5-minute time frame is a bullish green candle, slightly like a doji, but more for a press up to the top, so it's identifying a double top. So what's really happening in this area, the market second last candle pushed up, price action or retest. All we have to receive is a bullish green candle to push up and engulf the previous candle to push those market up. So far the market still looks dominant to go up. And now we can see what's really going on the 3-minute time frame, because we do have that market. It's opposite colors on the direction I'm talking about. So the market pushed up with the last 4 candles in the market, and the price action is to retest. So it's engulfing the previous candle. So it's working its way up. But we'll see as we keep walking down further. We do just want to see what this price action engulf that second last candle. So we are receiving a break and a retest, and the market's pushing so far. So it's looking good. On a 1-minute time frame, now we're receiving that consolidation on a 1-minute time frame. So market's more bearish. We want to see a green candle, so we don't know if it's going to identify a first, second, third, and push that down for that fourth leg to create that momentum push up. But whatever's going to happen here, we're looking for a bullish green candle to engulf all these candles over here, that consolidation. And on the previous time frame was just identified as a break and retest. We receive a bullish green candle, engulf the previous area. The market's working its way up to the next level. Okay guys, please study Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakout and retest strategy. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your attention. Xmtr, Stark.